Welcome back, everyone, to more Infinite Space. Alright, we did a thing. Oh, that's right, we're heading back to, what's the place? Zven and Svenigorod. Well, let's go. When your party announces themselves, they are quickly shown in the room where Vladikin is waiting. Thank you for coming here, Yore. You wanted to see me? What's going on? Yes, maybe you'd better take a look at these images first before we talk. Images? They're from that Epitaph probe ship voyage recorder you brought us. Oh, that looks like fun. Ooh. What in the goose is all that? I've never seen so many ships. Right, and as far as I can tell from the images, their design concept is completely different from anything we've seen in the SMC. Commander, do you have any information about this fleet? At the moment, we've got nothing at all. What we do know is that the Epitaph probe ship came into contact with this fleet and was destroyed by them. And one more thing we know. This fleet is heading straight for the SMC. They're headed straight for us? Where do you think they're from? Lugovalos. Huh? Advanced troops from the Lugovalian Empire. I know it. Do you recognize this fleet? Commander, exactly what do you guys plan to do about this? We're readying a scout detail, and it's classified top secret to avoid public panic. We'll be coming into contact with people from an unknown galaxy, after all. Now, of course, if they turn out to be a hostile race, we'll be prepared. We plan to dispatch a fleet with heavy-hitting power at the rear guard. Oh, you do you? Well, isn't that special? And exactly what size fleet are we talking about here? I haven't been told exactly, but I imagine we'll err on the side of caution and send at least 5,000 ships. 5,000 ships? Whoa. Yes, well, it will be our first contact with them. We need to show them the power of the Interplanetary Union of Algava. You really think you can show them your power with only 5,000 measly ships? We are mobilizing fully 1/3 of the Central Algavan forces. I think it's more like overkill, frankly. Yeah, I know. That's what they all said. That's what all the nations that fell to Lugovalos said. Okay, now you listen to me. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. Send word to Kalimnos and Novanacio immediately, and get ready to intercept them with the combined forces of the entire SMC. If you do all that, then maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to drive them back. Don't be ridiculous. It's not like they're from a neighboring galaxy. They've been on a very long expedition. It may look like a large fleet, but I'm sure most are support and supply ships. They couldn't have enough battleships with them to pose an actual military threat. What makes you so sure about that? It's just common sense. I've watched Algava come into contact with and assimilate many races of people. That's how it grew to be the size it is today. My experience with these sorts of things tell me I'm right about this. But I'm telling you, you can't use your past experience to judge the strength of a completely unknown enemy. But it's no use. You're beyond help. Nia, wait! I'm going back to the ship. Wait! She's good. Commander? That's all I have for you at the moment. Oh, one more thing, actually. I showed you these images because you were the one who brought us a recorder, but please say nothing of this to anyone. I'm afraid it would start a large-scale panic if it ever got out. Alright, I understand. No, you don't. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, we can check on Bro. He's still not doing anything. Alright. Let's go to the bar. It's probably, well, Nia's not at the bar, but she might be. I wonder what Nia knows about this Ligovian Empire. It sounds like she's got some first-hand experience. That's what I want to know, too. Nia never talks about her past. Have you noticed that? If she doesn't talk about it, that means she doesn't want to talk about it. It won't do any good to ask her. Yeah, you're probably right. But with Nia acting like that kind of freaks me out, dude. Yeah, me too. Those images we saw. If they have the technology to build ships like that, I'm sure they can travel between galaxies too. Travel between galaxies? You mean without using void gates? Exactly. No, I imagine they use gates too when they can. But they probably don't have to depend on them. Those ships are designed to make it possible to move between galaxies without the need for planets or spaceports along the way. It's amazing that there's a civilization that advanced out there in the universe. Don't you think? Okay, now we're on repeat. Okay. Well, let's get back to traveling around. The President's office. President Saburov. Defense Minister Rudolf Formich at your service, sir. Yes. What is the latest on that alien fleet? Yes, sir. After analyzing the voyage recorder, it's estimated it will arrive in our territory in about 3 months. We are now organizing a negotiation team and putting together a fleet to intercept them. Alright. I want you to head up the negotiation team as ambassador planned as the ambassador. I don't know what the heck that's supposed to mean. Our goal will be to make their star system part of the interplanetary unit of Agava's territory. Yes, sir. But although it's only temporary, this operation will leave us relatively short-handed here at home. I don't think the preservation of public order will be a problem. Oh, no, that wasn't him talking. Okay. What I am concerned about, however, is Kalmos and Nova Dacio. And we're off. Okay, we gotta go the route I just took. Yore, can I talk to you for a sec? Sure. I want to stop by Deviagorsk before we leave Algava, if you don't mind. Somebody's waiting for me at the tavern there. Okay, sure, no problem. Okay, they're right there. Oh. Yeah, let's just check out these places. Make sure there's nothing we leave behind. Oh, we're gonna moving some of her Moosin's stuff onto the ship. Alright, let's do this quickly, people. You men, don't just stand there, start packing these materials into boxes. We're on it. Hey you, how long is that going to take to move that? I'm not really cut out for manual labor. Nerd! Don't talk, just move. Yikes, I'm moving. Ugh. Oh, my poor back. Great. Thank you, guys. Now I can finally get down to doing some real research on the ship. Oh, by the way, Captain, I sure could use some of these when you get the chance. Nadja hands Yore module blueprints for a research facility. Hey! We did a thing, guys! Oh, it's Nadja. And you brought along the young captain. I hope you can stay a while. Would you like some juice? Or maybe some coffee? Oh, nothing for me, thanks. Catching up with co-workers. And I did nothing. I think we're about to pick up another crew member. A rather good one, too. We're good. We got more blueprints. That's handy. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. You poor saps. You poor saps. Again, this isn't the most powerful ships I could get right now, but they're still good. They are holding up nicely. Party sees Alistair sitting in the corner of the tavern. Been waiting long, Samius? Ah, Lady Nadia. No, I haven't been waiting long at all. Samius, huh? So this is the guy you came here to see. That's right. He's been analyzing a backup copy I had made of that voyage recorder. Data. A backup copy? Yep. I wouldn't trust those Goblin Forces guys as far as I could have thrown them. So how about it, Samius? Have you finished looking into it? I have. I started pulling out the most accurate information I could from the data collected at the time these images were taken. Great. Okay, let's hear what you found out. After cross-analyzing the laser interference data with the gravitational wave data and the inflation data within the image range, I discovered that the main ships of the fleet are in the 6,000-foot class and that there are several of them. 6,000 feet? I mean, that's like over a mile-long ship. That's as big as Valentine's cruiser, Corsair. And they have more than one of those suckers? That sounds about like what they'd send for advanced troops anyways. Okay, what kind of numbers are we talking? Remember, this is only conjecture based on what I could observe from the voyage recorder, but I'm guessing no less than 100,000 ships. Oh my, 100,000? That's more than there are in the whole SMC, isn't it? I'd say there are probably about twice as many. And those are only their advanced troops. So how big is their main force? Samius, do the Algavan forces have all the same data? They have it, but the result of their analysis was apparently much different than mine. They seem to have assumed that the ships are old, making the inflation output for each ship overinflated. According to a friend of mine in the military, they estimate roughly 1,000 ships in all. Wow. It's just great how everyone is bending over backwards to underestimate this enemy. Nia, we have to report this information to the commander right away. They've already got the same data we do, right? Yes, but... And look at the analysis they came up with. They're way off. We could talk to them until we were blue in the face, and they still wouldn't listen. But you have some kind of first-hand knowledge of this empire, don't you? If it came from you, if you explained to them... I don't really know all that much about them either, kid. I've already coughed up everything I've got. Are you sure about that? Yore, I got a favor to ask. What's that? I want to put the Daisy in a shop for some thorough maintenance. It's starting to fall apart, and we don't know what's ahead either. I'm fine with the maintenance idea, but what do you mean we don't know what's ahead? Without answering, Yore, Nia turns and speaks to Samius. Samius, can I ask you to take care of it? Certainly, Lady Nadia. I said Nadia. What am I playing, frickin' Chrono Trigger? Certainly, Nia. I'll see to it the Daisy gets a thorough going over. I don't care, I'll use it. Samius, you must have seen them before, right? These Empire ships? Otherwise, how could you just sit there? Sit here, not freaking out, I mean. No, I've never seen them before, Yore. I don't believe you. It's true, Yore, he's never seen them before. And that's precisely how I can stay so calm and not freak out, as you say. Okay. So now we'll repeat. You people have been acting awfully strange lately. What in the galaxy did the commander tell you anyway? I'm sorry, Carlo. We still haven't sorted it out in our heads just yet. Could you give us a little time? Yeah, sorry about that. It's not like we're hiding anything from you. I mean, you're our #1 guy. Okay, thanks. I understand. Okay. Carlo ain't dumb, guys. Come on. Bartender. I was talking to a customer who came here all the way from the next galaxy over, the LMC. He said that over there's a pirate that's just as powerful as Valentine. Let's see, what was his name? I can't seem to remember. But anyway, the customer said he was ridiculously good at melee battles. If you ever travel the LMC someday, be sure to watch out and not tick off any pirates, okay? Let's go. Let's hit the Tenio. Here, we got a message from Aminda. She says it's almost done with the she's almost done with the analysis. Got it, thanks. That's where I was heading. No. Oh, Yore, good you're here. The analysis should be complete in about 10 hours. Really? That's great. Now, it's getting late. Why don't you spend the night on this planet? I could get you rooms at the hotel and have results for you by morning. How does that sound? Wonderful! Yore, I think you should accept me this kind offer. Alright, thank you. We'd be happy to accept. Oh boy. It's been forever since we slept on the ground. I'm really excited too. Oh good. Follow me to the hotel then. I just can't sleep. Maybe I'm too used to sleeping on the ship now. Wonder if anybody else is awake. Yeah, go to Nia. Nia, it's Yore. Door's open. Oh, wow. The entire wall in Nia's room is covered with monitors showing various star systems. Basking in the natural blue glow of the screens, Nia sits on her bed, a thoughtful look on her face. My room doesn't look like this at all. And this one looked kind of interesting, so I asked for it specifically. Huh. So what's up, kid? Something on your mind? It's kind of late, you know. I couldn't sleep. Yeah, that happens. You know, I wonder sometimes if it's a good thing that people figured out how to travel faster than the speed of light. What makes you say that? Yeah, the light from the stars on these monitors, it all comes from the past, you know. A lot of these stars probably don't even exist anymore. It's pretty trippy if you think about it. Well, when something is dead, maybe it ought to just be gone, you know. Disappear without a trace. It's kind of messed up to keep on seeing it like this. Just as pretty as it used to be, once upon a time. But isn't that a good thing too? Depends on how you look at it, I guess. Capital planet of Spetz. Welcome to Fort Cadmus. Make yourself at home, Commander. Thank you for seeing me, Lord Cadmus. Well, what is your business today? Yeah, get straight to the point. We want you to return Catita Lanco. Catita Lanco. And who might that be? Please don't play games with me. We know full well that she was kidnapped by the Creole's pirates and sent to this planet here. Glaucus, who was controlling the entire band of pirates, confessed everything to us. Oh, all right, you've got me. She's right here at Fort Cadmus, as we speak. But you can't expect me to just hand her over for nothing now, can you? Very well. Josepho Lanco readied this for me to give to you in exchange for Kitita. 100 million credits. I trust we have a deal. Oh, lovely. And I will accept it with pleasure. And so, where's the girl? Oh, no. You're getting ahead of yourself now. The money is fine, and I'm very pleased. But don't you think that it's an outrage that an officer of the Catalyst military has invaded my autonomous dominion? What? But you gave me permission to enter. I don't recall doing any such thing. Ugh. Papas, do you read me? Commander, what's going on, Commander? Cadmus has a Katina Lanco. Commander, are you alright, Commander? Oh dear, you just refuse to die, don't you? You're making it look like I'm a poor marksman, I know of. Curse you! Now say hello to my sword. Die! Gah! Commander, come in, please. Commander! Snake! What a great sleep. Try to yawn a little wider next time. Shut up, Torlo, you're bugging me. Didn't you have a good sleep, Yore? Me? Yeah, I slept pretty well. It's kind of nice sleeping on the ground for a change. Huh? What's the matter, Kira? I don't know. You just seem a little different this morning. Different? Different how? I don't know, just different somehow. Come on now, people. The minute should be done with the analysis. Let's hurry over to the observatory. Alright, let's go, Kira. I've been waiting for you. I have the results of the analysis. That's wonderful. And what do they say? Did you find out anything? Come on, Amanda. Out with it, my girl. Professor. Take a deep breath. I'm getting to it. Hurry up, then. Let me tell you my conclusions first. I believe it's highly likely that there's some sort of connection between epitaphs and dead gates. Well, we know that. I detected a faint Higgs boson reading from the samples you collected at the ruins. This is none other than the drone Higgs mechanism, the 11th Higgs boson that we have detected a number of times in our observations of dead gates. Aha! That all but proves my theory, doesn't it? Precisely. It seems your trip to Medellin was extremely worthwhile, Professor. Excuse me, Professor, but can you please explain to me, to we lay people can get it too? In other words, it's just as Amanda stated at the beginning. There's a definite connection between dead gates and epitaphs. And that's not all. By observing the drone Higgs mechanism, we may be able to pinpoint the locations of epitaphs. What? Wow. I'm just starting to realize how big these findings really are. Have you observed these Higgs boson thingies at other places before? Ordinarily, I would say it's not that simple, but this time it just might be. We detected a strong reading in an area just recently. Where? What area was it? In the Dominion of Spetz. We've gotten faint readings from there before, but lately these readings have been especially powerful. Dominion of Spetz, huh? Of all places. The rumor that Cadmus, the feudal lord of Spetz, possesses an epitaph has been floating around for quite some time now. Lord Cadmus I, the previous feudal lord and Cadmus's father, is the one who founded the Dominion. They say that he found an epitaph during his travels as a spacefarer. Very interesting. Oh my gosh. I hate this repeating text. Let's talk to the power prof now. Come on. If only we could equip the ship with a device that could take Higgs boson readings. Well, if we had something like that, finding epitaphs would sure be a lot easier. I'm afraid implementing something like that would not be simple to do. And even with all the resources we have here at the observatory, it's still very difficult to detect the Higgs boson. I can't imagine scaling it all down to a size that could be installed on a ship. But it's certainly something to think about. There must be a way somehow. Now you've got me thinking about a way to install this sort of detection device on the ship. Now, what would be the ideal way to detect the Higgs boson? Observing distortions of gravitational waves, observing field changes when symmetry is lost, or maybe some sort of device that can detect the Higgs boson itself directly. What? The drone Higgs mechanism is the name of a theoretical framework under which is mass given to every particle in the universe. It easily loses symmetry and disappears. Here at the observatory, we infer the presence of the Higgs boson through the indirect observation of distortion in gravitational waves that occurs when the Higgs boson is generated. As a scientist, I consider it a great honor and privilege to be able to detect the Higgs boson like this firsthand, and it's all thanks to you that I was able to. Alright. Alright, we've already read this. Yo, Ian, how come every time we visit Tenyu, you always make yourself scarce? Yes, well, whenever I get the chance, I like to pay a visit to the observatory. I could live in that library for 100 years and still not see everything I want to see. Geez, you sure are a steady geek, Ian. And you spend too much of your time in sloth and laziness, Torlo. If you don't start expanding your horizons and pushing yourself now, you'll never amount to much in life. Bruce, you sound like my bum. I'll never amount to much if I die from overwork either. Okay. Stop talking, please. I just want to get to the next bit. So I guess we gotta head over to Spetz's. Or Spetzies, or what do you want to call it. You know, hold on, let's do something real quick. I want this one to be Fletcher. You can upgrade these ships. You only get so many upgrades on a ship, so it's good to rotate them around, and then your science teams can start upgrading these things. See? Might as well, it's free. Anti-ship. More attack power. There's Pappas. Pappas sits in the lobby of the hotel wearing a grim expression on his face. Ensign! Oh, hi there. You look pretty upset. Is anything wrong? Well... Commander? The commander? No, it can't be. Cadmus, that son of a... Ensign, can't the security agency do anything about it? No, I'm afraid our hands are tied. But what was the commander doing there by himself anyway? That's right. It's time to spill the whole can of beans, Pappas. We don't have time to play. I don't know what you're talking about. I said don't play games. You guys have been acting squarely with us ever since we helped you with the Krios Pirates thing. Just what are you hiding from us? Exactly. Fine. I'll tell you everything I know. We owe you that much after you put your lives on the line against the pirates. But you have to keep everything I tell you strictly confidential. Is that clear? Yes, of course. Okay, here goes. Yore, do you remember the first time we met in space? Yes, let's see, the Krios pirates were attacking that private passenger ship. That's right. Well, Niccolo Garni, the Lanco family steward, was aboard that passenger ship. And Josefo Lanco's granddaughter, Katita, was on that ship as well. The granddaughter of the president of Lanco Warship Manufacturing? So that's what that was all about, huh? What the Krios pirates were really targeting that day was the girl. That's right. And they got what they were after, too. Ever since then, we've been trying to get everything we can think of trying everything we can to get her back. We've been calling her Prisoner X. It all makes sense now. No wonder you resorted to cooperating with a pirate like Selena. You must have been pretty desperate to do that. We were. But after we heard Warden Glauco's confession, we knew we were too late with the pirate operation. Katita had already been shipped off to Cadmus under the human trafficking scheme they had going on. And so that's why the commander went to Cadmus to negotiate with him. That's right. What are you going to do now, Ensign? Do you have a plan? Well, like I said before, the security agency's hands are tied. Besides, Cadmus is protected by the powerful fleet his father built up, and he never leaves that planet of his without the commander. His operation is pretty much over. This is horrible. I'm going back to Kalnos, and I'll advise you people to just forget about this whole thing. Hey, wait a minute. Without looking back, Bellin walks away. Oh, we found Garni, the steward. Hello, young people. I'm very, very sorry to hear about what happened to the commander. The ensign told us what happened. He was murdered by Cadmus while he was trying to save Katita. Yes, he took the negotiation role upon himself, helping to improve the relationship between Kalnos and our nation. Huh? What does Katita have to do with the relationship between Kalnos and Nova Nacia? Well, I'm sure you're aware that there is quite a bit of tension between the two nations. So I've heard. Mr. Lanco was always troubled by that fact, so he tried to do something about it. He began a campaign of promoting economic and cultural exchange between Kalnos and Nova Nacia. To help further that aim, Miss Lanco and I were sent to Kalnos as part of an economic delegation. So then the ship was attacked by the Krios pirates and the Katita was kidnapped. That's cold. Yes, indeed it was. And then Cadmus began threatening Mr. Lanco, insisting that he put a halt to his campaign of exchange. We believe that was actually the objective of the Krios pirates and Cadmus all along. But I don't get it. Why would that Cadmus want tension to get worse? Maybe even turn into a war? Who knows? I hear Cadmus is a dim-witted second-generation feudal lord that's never even stepped foot off his own planet. I doubt a blockhead like that could even come up with the idea of stirring up a war on his own. What are you thinking, Yore? Nia, remember how you told me about Article 11 of the Space Pioneering Law? Hey, there you go, kiddo. You're getting used to the way things are done in the Sea of Stars, aren't you? Huh? What are you two talking about? Article 11 of the Space Pioneering Law. The feudal lord of an autonomous dominion must bear all responsibility for the defense of his territory alone. In other words, if an autonomous dominion is attacked by pirates or private citizens, the feudal lord has to handle it himself, without any outside help. But, Yore, you couldn't possibly be thinking... That's right. We invade the dominion of Spetz with our own fleet. Yore, Okay, now you're talking, my man. We gotta kick the goose out of that guy. Get him back for the commander. But wait a minute, people. Congress military strength is by no means paltry, you realize. That's right. We're talking about an entire dominion here. Do you think we can wage war against an enemy like that? Official organizations aren't free to do anything. That means it's up to private citizens like us. Master Yore. No way. I'm absolutely positively against it. Just because you fought a handful of pirates and won, and now you think you can do anything. You're overestimating yourself. Ian, it's not a matter of overestimating myself. You saw the images of that fleet too, didn't you? The Algavan government may not realize it yet, but the day is going to come when we're going to have to stand against them. And when that day comes, we can't afford to have the nations of the SMC waging petty wars against each other. But, alright, you win. If you've thought it through to that extent, I'm behind you, Captain. But I still say a frontal assault isn't going to work. Let me watch how it goes and see if we can come up with a plan. Thanks, Ian. I'm counting on you. Yeah, well, don't. Thank you for doing this for us. I vow to one day repay you for all you've done. No, you don't owe us anything. We're doing this for ourselves. That's right, Gramps. Besides, we haven't really done anything yet. You can thank us when it's over. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Ooh, we're going over a little bit. It was a long conversation. Let's finish up here. You've really grown right up before my very eyes, kiddo. Thanks to you, Nia. Me? I haven't done anything. I gotta say, though, I can't wait to see how you're going to turn out. I guess we'll both have to just wait and see. Okay. Shut up. Okay. Stop talking. Okay, it's still the same thing. Okay. Let's... Yuri, there's somebody here to see you. Huh? I'm kind of busy right now, getting ready to ship out. I'm sorry to bother you, Master Yuri. Oh, Mr. Gardy, what brings you here? I see you're busy, so I'll get to the point. I'd like to be a part of this rescue mission for Miss Lonko, if I may. I can work as part of your crew. I'll do anything I can to be helpful. That'd be fine by me, but what about with Mr. Lonko? I asked Mr. Lonko for permission to take some time off, and he granted it. Alright, fine. Welcome aboard, then. Really? No, thank you, Mr. Yuri. Yay! More party members! So we will assign him a post. What are you good at? Management. Ooh, he's got all the management. He's going into management. Put him there, which means we now need to reset Sonetto. Ooh, her medicine is garbage. Better than his, though. Control. No. Trying to find her a decent little spot to put her. I mean, I can just stick her somewhere and it'll be fine. It'll be better than nothing. Like I can put her in medicine and it's something. Even though she sucks at it, it's still adding to what Yuri does. And he sucks at it too. So, it's a spot. We're putting her there. It's fine. Alright, so we need to stop. So I will catch you all on the next. Actually, no, wait a minute. I want to check one more thing. Well, I'm thinking about it because I'm going to forget. Let's go check that guild out one more time. I know we've improved this ship. Armor. Okay. I doubt there's going to be anybody here. Yep. Check one more time. Because a short conversation, that's fine. Alright. Next time on Infinite Space, we just got to figure out where we need to go next. Later.